Kid J Scott TV. We here, emergency broadcast. DNA's talking crazy. We already seen him talking about retirement, but now he's going into battle rap is done. It's just a nostalgic feeling. We about to dive deep into my live reaction. Like, comment, subscribe on the channel. And if you want to watch this live, man, make sure you follow that Twitch. Subscribe to the Twitch, Kid J Scott TV. Let's go into this DNA video, see what he's talking about. My boy out here talking crazy.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.
In your opinion, what is the state of battle rap? What is the state of battle rap, and where do you see battle rap going?
See battle rap ending right now.
You see it
What?
ending.
Ending.
That's
Ending.
that's deep.
I see it ending. It's almost like a nostalgia thing. Like, yo, you remember when them niggas used to, yo, remember when DNA used to, like, and the reason for it being is I feel like, not too many times do you see people actually, right? And so it's multiple things. Not too many times do you see people actually, right?
Get it together. All first verse.
And what I want to choose my words wisely with this. What I mean is, it's like a bunch of people saying, right? It's like a bunch of NBA players saying, yo, the NBA is not paying us right.
To get started in data analytics, you don't need previous experience or a degree. The Google Data Analytics Certificate.
We want to run the NBA on our own. And then they start running the NBA on their own, and then they realize how much important Adam Silver and David Stern were because they had order and they had structure into the NBA. And the fans at one point said, yeah, we want to see the players run the NBA. But now when the players is running the NBA, the players got too much emotion into it, and at the end of the day, they still players. One thing in battle rap is nobody don't know their role. Nobody don't know their position. Bloggers want to be battle rappers want to be league owners, and league owners want to be battle rappers. Everybody got to play their lane. Everybody got to play their lane. And
Also, these investors, man. We used to live back whenever the investors were silent investors. Now they want to be in the spotlight too. They want to be stars too. They want to be big. They all over spaces and stuff.
stay in their role. That's the problem with battle rap. A league owner don't need to always be on the camera, always on the screen. They need to set up battles. They need to be innovative, switch it up, be creative, do things differently. The battle rapper don't need to try to sit there and be the league owner because that's not your forte. If you're going to do one or two things, think that the grass is greener on the
He talking facts.
other side, do your own card, realize that money ain't there, boom, And the fans, y'all need to stay in y'all place because y'all should support the culture, feed into the culture, give the criticism, but not think that you're an actual battle rapper and come with the disrespect and actually do things that set the culture back by shitting on the culture. So that's one take on it. The other take on it is that people equate the popularity of battle rap into money. And it doesn't go because this is something that was created for free, right? So when you generally see people say, "Oh, look at all these views," because you never had to pay for these views, right? This is not behind a paywall on Netflix where you have to subscribe to this for a certain amount of money. This is free on YouTube. Now, right, it's the battle rappers' fault and it's the supporters' fault. The battle rappers battle too much to where they're not 100% all the time, but I get it because as a battle rapper, you got to take every check that you can take to provide for your family because ultimately we do not get paid what we are worth and what we should be getting. But in the process of that, because you don't blog and you don't show people your personality, and most battle rappers don't have a YouTube channel, merch, or actually come up with projects and say F the streaming platforms and I'll sell it myself to make up for that money so they don't have to take battles, you shortchange yourself, oversaturate yourself, and now the consumer doesn't believe in purchasing a pay-per-view because they're watching somebody mess up and it's not worth the money that they're spending. Now for the consumer, they're saturating the game because it's like if you want to see your favorite battle rapper get paid and elevate, you shouldn't be a part of bootlegging the product because the product can never be sold because everything is based on numbers. So when people complain about caffeine, shout out to caffeine, the numbers at the time, right? This is before bootlegging was the thing. Just always remember the numbers that URL was able to show on what they generated on pay-per-view sales was the reason why they got to deal with caffeine. Which then made somebody say, I'm going to take a chance and put X amount of dollars into this. Even though they never got a return on investment, but that's the theory. Now it's hard for URL or any league to go get a deal because the pay-per-view numbers are being bootlegged. So when you're laughing saying I'm bootlegging this event, you're actually stopping the growth of battle rap because nobody is going to want to invest money in it because the numbers don't look the same as it does before. So the decline might not be the same because the interest is still high.
That's so true. Like when it comes to these pay-per-views, it's like we're not on a UFC or a boxing level where it's just like, oh, if you bootleg a few pay-per-views, it's like it doesn't make a difference. Battle rap is not as big as y'all think. So whenever y'all do bootleg, and let's just say an event's only doing 1,000, 2,000 pay-per-views, it's like you can't really take that to a big corporation because they're gonna look at that like, man, that ain't really shit. But then you go to Discord and see 2,000.
You have a bunch of people talking about it, but now if you're looking at somebody that's looking at numbers in business, why would I invest and put money in this and take a gamble with this when I'm seeing these sales and the sales are down because everybody's bootlegging? So it's a combination. Battle rap needs a reset. Everybody needs to fall back from 6 months, reevaluate what's actually going on, reinvent what's going on, and then come back and start over from the top.
That's not a bad idea, but do you think the people in the culture can afford to sit back for 6 months?
Hell no, they can't afford to sit back for 6 months because they don't know what to do. It's like this is coming. That's why I'm glad DNA finally came out with this interview because this is coming from someone who actually strived in the caffeine era, who actually streamed consistently because caffeine set up the blueprint. And I mean, DNA, now he's got the whole Power checks coming. He's doing songs with Power. You see him acting in Power. Like, it's just like, this is coming from a guy who took battle rap. Because at the end of the day, battle rap is always a stepping stone to get to kind of where you need to go on the next thing. And I get it. For a long time, people have been making money off battle rap. But it's like, what are you going to do after that?
Other thing, what I'm going to say is on the contrary, I'm a battle rapper. Most battle rappers are not financially literate. So, with that being said, the amount of money, I'm not going to call nobody out individually because I don't got smoke with nobody. I love everybody. But from the biggest to the smallest, from the tallest to the shortest, during that caffeine era, I'm telling you because I wasn't even one of the people that was on every card. I was on a lot of them. I kept my caffeine streaming situation the longest because I was consistent and I understood what's going on and I was smart. The amount of money that we was making during that era, nobody should be fucked up.
He don't want to say Geechee, but I mean, come on, who else could he be talking about? You know what I mean? He don't want that smoke, but it's just like, bro, we was there in caffeine. We seen Rum Nitty and Geechee on every single card. We seen that meme. Remember for a while, it was that Twitter meme that was going around where it was like a guy and he was like holding another guy, but then that guy was pulling up people from like a mountain, and it was like Geechee, Rum, shaking Rum's hand, and Rum was pulling up like the battle rap culture, basically saying Geechee and Rum was like saving the battle rap culture, was pulling the battle rap culture from declining.
Nobody. If you was one of them guys and you was on them cards every week, because I know the numbers just like they know the numbers. That's why I said I'm not going to call nobody. Nobody should be fucked up. You got to wear that on you. You know what I mean? You got to wear that on you. So, now what happened is people were living a certain lifestyle and people don't know how to downgrade their lifestyle temporarily. You gotta downgrade your lifestyle temporarily with every move you make. I do it all the time. Right now, it might not be no time to buy no new jewelry. Right now, it might not be no time to eat at a fancy restaurant. Right now, it's not no time to buy no new Kith jackets and Dior sneakers and all that. Right now, it's time to hustle and grind. You gotta downgrade your lifestyle all the time. Even the richest have to do that. But when you're not willing to do that, then you find yourself oversaturating yourself, or you find yourself living out your means, and that's what happened.
Like, I'm glad Ill Will's back, but we just seen that with Ill Will. He was just on Smack Volume 2. Week later on World Domination. I think next week he's battling Sheet Happens. And then I want to say 2 weeks after that he's battling Swamp. Like, it's just like, bro, the oversaturation is going crazy. And don't get me wrong, Ill Will had a phenomenal, almost flawless return on Smack. And then he had a very, very good battle with Real Sick. But I feel like that Real Sick battle, if it wasn't the week after, could have been damn near just as great as that Rock and Will battle. But it's just like, bro, he's right. Y'all selling yourself short. Y'all oversaturating the game.
Caffeine ended, people was infatuated and addicted to that lifestyle. So now they're doing anything to keep that lifestyle up. But the battles and the amount of money that's being paid without caffeine is not there. And caffeine was smoke and mirrors. The money that we was getting for caffeine was never what was actually generated. But it made people believe that because it's like, well, if I'm getting paid that, that means that's what I'm worth. No, this is just a bunch of people that's putting out this money because they believe. This shit never made that back.
There was no ROI.
No, but my whole thing is, right, people call me, yo, DNA's with the people. No, DNA's, I tried this out. I've done my own events to know. And then when any other battle rapper does their own event and you see you don't get what you thought, oh, nah, it's this, and you see that it's not that, then you know exactly what I'm saying. But to the average fan, when they hear it and they see it and they go, oh, okay, no, URL or KOTD or RBE or whatever league you want to insert is getting over, it's not that. Do your own event, pay for everything that comes with it, and don't do no bullshit. High quality. Like, get the top names, the biggest of the biggest, get the cameraman, the avocados, the JBs, get the lighting, pay for the hotels, don't do no Motel 6, but niggas is some nice shit. Don't do the Spirit of Frontier, do the Delta, the shit that they be doing, and then see how much money you make back.
Because technically y'all deserve that.
This is the thing that people have to concern with. People confuse what somebody's worth opposed to what's there. In order for battle rappers to be millionaires, battle rap has to be $1 billion company. There's music people in the music industry that are millionaires because the music industry is $1 billion company or a multi-million-dollar company, which allows someone to be a millionaire. Battle rap is $1,000 company. That's why battle rappers are 100,000-aires and some of the owners are millionaires. But in order for us to be a millionaire, they have to be multi-millionaires or billionaires. And that's not where it's at. It has nothing to do with it. Do I feel like it's worth? I feel like a battle rapper should get $1 million every battle. I believe everybody that can do that on a high level deserves an M or better. Is there a ROI on that? No. Do I hope it gets there? Absolutely. But at the same time, just me, I'm a hustler. So once I see something that's not, I gotta move, man. I got things and people that I gotta take care of. So I can't. I gotta move, man.
Let's keep it a buck. Caffeine set the blueprint because we all know like streaming is to an all-time high. These streamers are making more than NFL players, more than NBA players. They set up the blueprint, and battle rap and y'all battle rappers are some of the most stubbornest people in the world. Remember, it started off with the whole, oh, we need ownership in battle rap. We need ownership in battle rap, and then like DNA said, a lot of these battlers like him, they start doing their own leagues, throwing their own events, and they ain't getting the return they thought they would. I mean, how much is it going to take? We had Teddy Grizzle, we had Alki David, we had Drake, we had Eminem. They all came in, did one event, and got the hell up out of here because it's just like, dog, y'all can be fans of the culture, but it's just an unprofessional business. And at the end of the day, it's like these battlers are just stubborn. Y'all got the blueprint. Y'all didn't stay consistent with the caffeine because y'all could have took that over to YouTube, had other income, and then y'all just don't. Y'all don't want to do it. Like,
that's just me, but that's my take on it, man.
I like that. I like that. A lot of that shit makes a lot of sense, man.
My take on it, man.
Makes a lot of sense, man. DNA.
Y'all could have had other sources of revenue through YouTube, through streaming, through any of that. And no, y'all just chose not to do it. And then the first thing a battler wants to do is go start a whole league. Like, bruh.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm out of here.
Dang. But yeah, man, DNA. I'm glad he's the messenger, bro. He's the right dude for the message. And again, free Geechee Gotti. I don't feel like he was directly talking about Geechee Gotti, but I mean, it kind of, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you want to join me and watch this live, make sure you follow my Twitch, Kid J Scott TV.